Every year, gamers are bombarded with sales, discounts, and must-buy recommendations. But with so many options, how do you know where to invest your hard-earned money? In this video, I'm cutting through the noise and bringing you the 10 RPGs that are actually worth your money in 2025. Some are brand new releases with fresh discounts, while others are underrated classics that you need to check out. Stay with me, because by the end of this list, you might just discover your next favorite game. Let's get started.
Shadows, strike!
Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes is a game that instantly grabs the attention of classic RPG fans. Developed by the same mind behind Suikoden, this game was designed as a spiritual successor to one of the most beloved series from the PS1 and PlayStation 2 era. While Suikoden has been dormant for years, its essence lives on in Eiyuden Chronicle, bringing back the large-scale storytelling, strategic battles, and massive character roster that made the original series legendary. What truly sets Eiyuden Chronicle apart is its massive 100-plus playable character roster, each with distinct abilities, personalities, and story arcs. Unlike most RPGs that focus on a handful of main characters, this game revives the concept of large-scale recruitment, allowing players to build an expansive army of heroes. The game's base-building mechanic further enhances this, as the more allies you gather, the more your home base evolves, unlocking new shops, features, and interactions. This system is a rare find in modern RPGs, offering a rewarding sense of progression that goes beyond just leveling up your party. Unlike many modern RPGs, Eiyuden Chronicle embraces a classic yet refined approach, featuring a deep turn-based combat system, stunning 2.5D visuals, and a narrative that brings back the best elements of traditional JRPG storytelling. The game launched in 2024 as an indie project with a premium price tag, which might have kept some players on the fence. However, good news, prices have already started to drop and you can find solid discounts across multiple platforms. If you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, it's already included in the service, making it an even easier recommendation. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is finally seeing some great discounts on PlayStation 5, and if you've been waiting for the right moment to grab it, now might be the perfect time. If you're a fan of RPGs and haven't played this sequel yet, you're seriously missing out. What sets Final Fantasy VII Rebirth apart is its unprecedented level of freedom in an RPG of this scale. Unlike its predecessor, the game opens up vast regions for players to explore, offering diverse biomes, hidden secrets, and some side quests that feel just as compelling as the main story. This is the first time in the franchise's history that players can truly roam such expansive areas with real-time combat, dynamic party interactions, and a seamless blend of storytelling and exploration. The combat in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth takes everything that made the remake system great and refines it even further. The hybrid real-time and turn-based mechanics now feel even smoother, allowing for lightning-fast action while still retaining the tactical depth that fans love. Each character has a distinct fighting style, and the synergy abilities introduce powerful team-based attacks, rewarding players for strategic party coordination. Switching between characters mid-battle is more seamless than ever, giving you full control over how you approach each encounter. Whether you prefer a methodical, calculated approach or a more aggressive playstyle, the combat system adapts to your choices, making every battle feel dynamic and exhilarating. Plus, for PC players, the game launched in January this year and has already seen some great discounts, making it the perfect time to dive into one of the biggest RPG experiences of 2024.
It's all you. Stand back. I won't let you down.
What about the missing group of refugees?
Banisher's Ghosts of New Eden is one of those hidden gems that didn't get the spotlight it deserved in 2024. Developed by Dotnod, the same studio behind Life is Strange, this action RPG delivers a gripping, story-driven experience packed with emotional depth and intense combat. If you're a fan of narrative-heavy games where choices truly matter, This is a title worth your attention. Set in a hauntingly beautiful world, Banishers follows two ghost hunters torn between their duty and personal loss. The game masterfully blends supernatural elements with an engaging combat system, making every encounter feel meaningful. Unlike traditional action RPGs, it puts heavy emphasis on character interactions and moral dilemmas, forcing players to make tough decisions that shape the story's outcome. What truly sets Banisher's Ghosts of New Eden apart is its innovative dual-character gameplay. Unlike most action RPGs, where you control a single protagonist, here you constantly switch between two, one living and one a ghost. This mechanic isn't just for show, it directly influences combat, exploration, and story progression. The spirit character can interact with the environment in ways the living one cannot, revealing hidden paths and solving supernatural puzzles. More importantly, the game presents an emotional dilemma. Will you fight to bring your lost partner back to life, or will you fulfill your duty as a banisher and let them go? This choice isn't just narrative fluff, it significantly alters the game's world and ending, making every decision feel weighty and personal. Despite its strong storytelling and immersive atmosphere, it flew under the radar for many players. But here's the good news. If you're looking for something fresh and emotionally gripping, you can already find Banishers at a discounted price on multiple platforms. Whether you play on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox, it's worth checking out.
Why do I get the feeling that we're sitting ducks?
我がアトリエにようこそ
Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness, and the Secret Hideout is a game that has slowly but surely gained recognition among RPG fans. Developed by Gust and published by Koei Tecmo, it marks a turning point for the Atelier series, drawing in a larger audience thanks to its fresh gameplay mechanics, charming characters, and a story that blends adventure with alchemy in a way that feels both engaging and relaxing. For years, the Atelier franchise remained somewhat niche, especially outside of Japan. Many players overlooked these games due to their premium pricing, even when they went on sale. But things have changed. Today, Atelier Ryza is much more accessible, with prices dropping significantly across different platforms. Whether you're on PS4, Switch, or PC, chances are you can grab it for a fraction of its original cost. Released in 2019, Atelier Ryza brought a more modern and dynamic approach to the series, ditching the traditional turn-based combat in favor of a more fluid battle system. One of the most innovative aspects of Atelier Ryza is its revamped alchemy system, which introduced the concept of the linkage synthesis. Unlike previous games in the series, where crafting could feel rigid and complex, this new approach allows for a more intuitive and flexible way to experiment with ingredients. Players can visually see how different materials connect, making it easier to create powerful items, weapons, and potions while still offering deep customization for those who want to optimize their creations. The game focuses on Ryza, a young girl with a thirst for adventure, as she embarks on a journey of self-discovery, friendship, and, of course, alchemy. Unlike many other JRPGs, Atelier Ryza isn't about saving the world from some great evil. Instead, it's about the joys of exploration, crafting, and uncovering the secrets of alchemy at your own pace. Now that the game is more affordable, there's no better time to jump in. And the best part? If you enjoy it, the sequel is also available at a great price, making it easy to experience the full story without breaking the bank.
今だ今だ行くよ
I wonder if we have a real chance at finding it.
Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is the ultimate version of one of the most intense and strategic RPGs in recent years. Originally released in 2021 for the Nintendo Switch, this definitive edition expands the experience with new content, enhanced mechanics, and an entirely fresh campaign. It's not just an update, it's practically a brand new game, offering two full storylines that redefine the journey through its dark and unforgiving world. What truly sets Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance apart is its approach to morality and player choice. Unlike many RPGs where choices simply alter dialogue or minor outcomes, this game forces you to make brutal, world-altering decisions that shape the entire narrative. The new storyline introduced in Vengeance expands this even further, offering unexpected twists and a fresh perspective on the game's already intricate lore. Depending on your actions, alliances shift, major characters can meet drastically different fates, and even the fundamental laws of reality may be rewritten. The game balances deep, tactical combat with a gripping narrative where every choice matters. The battle system challenges players to exploit enemy weaknesses, summon and fuse demons strategically, and survive in a world where danger lurks at every turn. Unlike the original release, Vengeance is now available on multiple platforms, including PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And the best part? It's already popping up in sales, making this the best time to grab it at a discount. In 2024, the long-awaited Infinite Wealth arrived, the direct sequel to Like a Dragon. If you enjoyed the previous game, this new installment is a must-have. The story picks up right where the last one left off, bringing back familiar faces while introducing fresh characters and an even deeper combat system. The combat in Infinite Wealth builds upon the turn-based mechanics introduced in Like a Dragon, but refines them with new layers of strategy and fluidity. A major addition is the Freedom Movement system, which allows players to reposition their characters during battle, creating opportunities for tactical attacks, environmental interactions, and better positioning to unleash devastating abilities. The game also introduces tag team specials, flashy and over-the-top finishing moves that showcase the chemistry between party members while dealing massive damage. One of the standout features of Infinite Wealth is its massive, fully explorable open world. While previous games in the Like a Dragon franchise featured detailed but relatively confined city environments, this installment takes things to a whole new level, letting players venture beyond Japan for the first time. The game introduces Hawaii as a fully realized setting, filled with unique side activities, hidden secrets, and a fresh cultural backdrop that adds a new layer to the series' signature storytelling. Recently, the game has seen significant discounts across various platforms. And if you haven't played Like a Dragon yet, the game is frequently on sale, sometimes for as little as the price of a lunch, and for PC players, deals are even better.
容赦しない。いくよ。
You think you have the
Metaphor ReFantazio is one of the most exciting RPGs to come out this year. Developed by the same creative minds behind the Persona series, this game takes everything Atlus is known for: deep storytelling, unique combat mechanics, and an unforgettable world, and pushes it even further. Unlike their previous titles, Metaphor ReFantazio embraces a high fantasy setting, introducing a vast kingdom filled with political intrigue, magic, and larger-than-life battles. One of its biggest strengths is the way it blends traditional turn-based combat with innovative mechanics, creating a system that rewards both strategy and experimentation. What truly sets Metaphor ReFantazio apart is its revolutionary archetype system, a fresh take on character progression that allows players to shape their protagonist's abilities in ways never seen before in an Atlus game. Unlike the fixed class systems in many RPGs, this feature lets you fuse different archetypes to create hybrid playstyles, offering immense freedom in how you approach battles. It's a blend of strategic depth and customization rarely found in traditional turn-based combat, making every playthrough feel distinct based on the choices you make. And of course, Atlus never disappoints when it comes to storytelling. The characters, world building, and choices you make throughout the game keep you engaged from start to finish. Released for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC, the game arrived in October and has already seen some solid discounts. Baldur's Gate 3 is not just another RPG, it's a masterpiece that redefined the genre. Released in 2023, this game quickly became a benchmark for storytelling, player choice, and immersive gameplay. While some might argue that a year-old game isn't exactly new, the truth is that Baldur's Gate 3 remains one of the best gaming experiences you can have right now. And the best part? It's still evolving. Whether you've already played through it or are considering diving in for the first time, this is the perfect moment to pick it up. Larian Studios has been consistently rolling out updates, refining mechanics, fixing issues, and even adding new content. What truly sets Baldur's Gate 3 apart from other RPGs is its unparalleled level of player freedom, particularly in dialogue and combat interactions. Unlike most games that offer limited choices with predictable outcomes, this game allows you to approach nearly every situation in countless ways. Want to persuade an enemy instead of fighting? Go ahead. Prefer to use a spell to bypass an entire battle? That works too. Even something as ridiculous as talking to animals or launching a teammate across a canyon with telekinesis can become a viable strategy. One thing to keep in mind, Baldur's Gate 3 rarely gets massive discounts, especially on consoles. However, if you manage to catch it on a deal, don't hesitate. Every penny spent on this game is worth it, especially with all the additional content and quality of life improvements that have been introduced since launch. If you're on the fence about getting it, let me make it simple. This is one of the best RPGs of all time. The level of freedom, tactical combat, and deep narrative choices make it an experience you won't want to miss.
Get this show on the road.
Cyberpunk 2077 had one of the most controversial launches in gaming history. Released in 2020, it arrived broken, full of bugs, and barely playable on older consoles. But time changes everything. Since 2023, the game has been completely transformed. With a steady stream of updates, improved mechanics, and the release of its major expansion, it's finally the game it was meant to be. Today, Cyberpunk 2077 is a polished and immersive RPG, delivering an incredible open-world experience in Night City. From deep character customization to branching storylines that react to your choices, it's packed with content. The recent updates have overhauled the police system, combat mechanics, and AI, making the gameplay smoother and more engaging than ever. One of the most revolutionary aspects of Cyberpunk 2077 is its relic system, introduced in the Phantom Liberty expansion. Unlike traditional skill trees, this system adds a layer of depth to cybernetic enhancements, giving players unique and powerful abilities that feel truly game-changing. From optical cloaking to enhanced hacking mechanics, these upgrades make every build feel more distinct, offering new strategies for both combat and exploration. Plus, the Phantom Liberty expansion added a thrilling new storyline and a whole district to explore, making it feel like an entirely new game. Now is the best time to jump in. Discounts are frequent, and you're getting the definitive version of the game. Physical copies are dropping in price, and digital sales often push the game below $30, making it a steal considering how much content it offers. But be warned, if you're still on an older console, it's best to stay away. Final Fantasy XVI brought a bold new direction to the franchise, embracing a fast-paced, action-heavy combat system while delivering a deeply emotional and cinematic story. Released in 2023 as a PlayStation 5 exclusive and in 2024 on PC, it quickly became one of the most talked-about entries in the series, blending elements of high fantasy with dark, political intrigue. The PC version comes with all the latest updates, and depending on the edition you choose, you can grab it with or without the DLC. Regardless of which version you go for, prices have already started to drop, making it an even better deal. One of the most divisive aspects of the game has been its departure from the turn-based roots of older Final Fantasy titles. Instead, It offers real-time combat with a fluidity that feels closer to a character-driven action RPG like Devil May Cry. This shift may not appeal to everyone, but for those who enjoy cinematic battles and fast, strategic gameplay, it's a thrilling experience. One of the most groundbreaking features of Final Fantasy XVI is its approach to icons, the series' iconic summons. Unlike previous entries where summons were often brief, cinematic attacks or temporary allies in battle, this game fully integrates them into both combat and the story. Players engage in massive, cinematic Akon versus Akon battles that feel more like a clash of gods than traditional boss fights, each with unique mechanics that change the flow of battle. Beyond its combat, the game shines in its storytelling. Developed by the same team behind Final Fantasy XIV, it features a mature, well-crafted narrative filled with complex characters, power struggles, and epic summons that redefine the scale of battles in the series. The voice acting, soundtrack, and world building create an immersive experience that keeps you hooked from start to finish. So, what do you think? Do these games deserve a spot on your must-buy list, or is there another RPG you think is worth the investment? Let me know in the comments. We read and reply to every single one.